Good afternoon, everyone. So we are here with our Android developers together, and I believe you are going to enjoy this video. And in this video, we are going to try to give information about Android development and our Techno Study programs. So feel free to like our videos and feel free to contact us if you have any questions after the video. So today, I would like to start with our courses in Techno Study. We are providing different courses such as SDET and Android courses. These are our main programs. And today we are going to focus on our Android development, Android app development, which is part of our mobile app development courses. So as you know, mobile devices are everywhere in our life. And that means all the companies that Target makes money, they are developing the applications. And to develop these applications, they need developers. And today, we have our own developers, and right now they are working in the greatest companies with the greatest salaries. And we are going to ask a couple questions to them, and we'll try to give an idea to the people who are interested in IT industry. So first of all, I would like to start with Vlad, if you don't mind. So Vlad, first of all, welcome to our interview. So this is going to be our first Android app development interview, and you are our first students in Techno Study. And you are the first guy who got a job offer in Android app development from Techno Study, and right now you are working one of the coolest company. And how do you feel so far? So how did you decide to join Techno Study, and how you are doing in your job? What were you doing before? These kind of things we would like to hear from you.
Okay, sure. So I'll start from the second question. I wish I would do it 10 years ago. That's honestly. So I came like all the other guys in our group pretty much with zero experience from the street. And before I joined the Techno Study, so I was doing my research. I heard about the program like this, but I was kind of skeptical. As you can assume, everybody like, I'm not sure. And I was doing research, different companies offering like recorded sessions. But what I like about the Techno Study, that this is a live session. So you have a question, you answer, I mean, you ask a question and you get an answer right away. If you didn't get it, you can ask it again. So the people who work with you, that's the point why I choose a Techno Study, number one. Second one, I mean, you can try. If it's not for you, you can always say, this is not for me, you can try. But I'm telling you guys, you're gonna love it. I'm really happy I did it. And I already convinced 3 of my guys to join next batch, and they will be joining soon. What was the other question? I guess I missed.
So actually, before I ask the other question, I want to mention one thing. So you were thinking to start our web development course, then we couldn't open that web development course, and you decided to join Android course. So are you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm happy now, because originally I wanted to be a full stack developer, but there was an issue, was not enough people or something. But we were lucky that the Android course opened, and so we switched right away to that course, and I will never regret that.
So how are you doing so far in your job? So I know you, I mean, you get the job offer in 2 weeks after the course finish, if I'm not wrong. And right now it's been already a couple of months to work in your new company. So how do you feel so far? What are you doing? And you really feel yourself like a developer?
Yes, I mean, of course, I just want to explain how it goes. I mean, once you join the company, I mean, this is a big corporation, huge corporation. They have headquarters in India, United Kingdom, and pretty much on every coast of the United States, East and West. I mean, all developers friendly. I mean, this is Scrum. Once you join, I mean, there's nobody expect you to do the job from day one. So they work with you, they teach you, they'll give you like 2-3 weeks, months just to get situated what's going on in a company. And there's all kind of people to help you. Start from setup to environment and just go through the code. There's always mentor or somebody assign it to you. So don't be afraid that you'll be like, okay, what am I going to be doing? So somebody's going to help you at that point. And yes, I do like it. I think this is really what I wanted. I mean, because now you see the opportunities, you work with the coolest guys from all around the world. My work is basically home-based worker, lifetime as long as I want it. So I don't have to go to the office ever.
That's cool. So that means fully remote, right?
Yeah, I like flexibility and money is good. Don't get me wrong. And you do what you like, pretty much. You open.
Yeah, that's really cool. Full remote jobs. So how about the the course process, the education process? So during the course, I know you studied a lot, so you worked really hard and you took the course really serious. You didn't miss any classes. And how did you achieve this course, especially for the beginners, right? So this is kind of utopia for the people who don't have any idea in mobile environments, in the mobile industry. So how did you achieve this? So what would you recommend people, during the courses?
Well, if I'm gonna tell you, if you start and if you really want to achieve something, you need to learn. I mean, yes, they'll prepare you for everything, but if you want to be really good and successful, you need to do a little bit on your own itself. I'm just talking. You'll be getting all kind of homeworks, and they'll be, let's say, whatever you learn today, and next class will be based on what you did today. So I strongly suggest not to miss anything, even if you can rewatch it. But I strongly suggest not to miss anything. And even if you get your homework, even if you finish your homework, do some research, do more digging. Like, okay, I want to do something else. Just keep digging, keep trying something else. Just keep trying it, and then next day you can ask your mentor, okay, I have this problem or I have this situation. How would you approach it? They will help you. It will create your logic thinking a lot. It will help you in the future.
So, okay, my last question for you. Would you recommend Techno Study to your friends? So, I mean, did you like us?
Absolutely.
Great to hear that.
I mean, beside that, I've met a lot of great people, and we still talk pretty much every day, if not every other. But let Jamal, me and Jamal, we talk every day, about an hour. Sometimes it's 2, 3 hours. Just how you doing, basic stuff, not just related to job. I mean, I found really good people there when we became friends.
I remember you guys were about to sleep together. Yeah, so thank you very much for your answers, Vlad. And we are really happy to have you in the Techno Study. I mean, yeah, giving education is a job, yes, but it's also very important for us to have really good friends like you. And as Techno Study, we are also very happy to have you. And after the course finish, you guys stay in touch with us. This is also very important for us because as a Techno Study, what we are trying to do, we are trying to create a really influential network in the IT industry, and we are trying to show people the other opportunities that they can achieve. And you guys are actually breaking the ice mountains for others. And this is also, I believe, great mission for the future generations. So let's move to the Jamal. Actually, before I ask questions, Jamal, I would like to mention a couple things about him. I mean, he's also one of the guy who broke a record in Techno Study history. He got a job offer as an Android developer in 3 days, if I'm not wrong. He got his, I mean, official offer letters he got in a week, but verbally, he got his job offer in 3 days, and this is one of the record in Techno Study. So until now, we have helped hundreds of people, and many of them who went to the job market, they all got a job offers. Actually, maybe I would say 90%, 80%. But Jamal did a really impressive job and got his job offer in 3 days. So Jamal, go ahead. The same questions apply for you.
I feel humbled to join this conversation, especially after Mr. Vladislav. He was the most hardworking student over there. For me personally, it was a career-changing event joining Techno Study. What I was doing and what I'm doing right now, it's not the same. It's totally different industry. But also it provided me that kind of flexibility that I can still continue do what I was doing before. I feel very blessed, if I can say, from the bottom of my heart, that I was able to meet a great mentor. As Vladislav said, I wish this opportunity, this door was open like years ago. So especially in the United States, two things are very valued: mentorship and networking. These two things we got it at Techno Study. We got great mentors. It was very slow-paced course at the beginning, especially that kind of made me love what I was doing every day. It was interesting to attend a class. It was so interesting to attend a class every day, even though it was like 3 hours a day. But I was looking for the next day, especially for the first 3 months when we initially started as a testers. And then we met so many great people that, as Vlad said, like we are still talking to each other. And the good part is that we have friends, but also professionals working at different companies that if, in case we need some help, some tips, like after building this kind of foundation, tips are very valued, because you don't need like a full mentorship anymore. You just need tip how to solve some tasks. So in that sense, after 3 months, you guys came up with the Android course after talking to Mr. Vladislav, and I can tell that he put a lot of input in me deciding to move to that direction. It was unknown. I was not much convinced that I'm going to make it, but I said like, okay, it's let me challenge myself. Let's do it. Let's go for it. And long story short, after 6 months or 7 months, I believe, I had a situation with COVID, and then after that recovery, I decided to get into the market with the help of the mentors. I put my resume there, and as you mentioned, that it was like, I was shocked with responses from the recruiters. They jumped on it like the bees goes on honey. Like in one day, phone was ringing and ringing and ringing. Like I didn't know what to do. Then I was very, I can say, scared to respond. I was responding randomly, maybe 10% on the all these incoming phone calls. And out of these 10%, I responded to the right guy who put this interview on the next business day, which was like not next business day, but 2 days after, which is Thursday. Let's say I put my resume on Monday, I got interviewed, and immediately after the interview, he called me, said like, we started to negotiate the price, like the salary. That part also was interesting to me because I studied in Turkey. I'm not Turkish, but I studied in Turkey, and it reminded me about negotiations of the trades, especially like a couple of charshi. I couldn't believe, like, if this is a professional worldwide, these guys are negotiating this much. But this world, this industry, it is possible. We are a real example of it. Yes, there's still things that we need to learn. We call that specifically experience. That you cannot buy experience; you have to earn it, like month by month and years by years. But it's not just getting the interview. These guys already can screen us, know where are we at with knowledge, and that's why they provide us time to settle down to get into the work. So it takes sometimes a month or so, just onboarding process, and it's very slow paced. So yes, there's room to get settled and so on. I hope I addressed your.
Yeah. So yeah, you addressed most of the questions answered, but I'm going to ask this specifically. So we met you last year, February, if I'm not wrong, 2020, right? 2020 or yeah.
Yes, 20.
And
just before the lockdown.
Yeah, just before the lockdown. And actually, you were working for one of the community, and you were working as a community leader actually before becoming an Android developer. So as Techno Study, we came to you and asked to introduce ourselves, and you allowed us to introduce our opportunities with your community. And at the end of the day, not your community but yourself came to us, and
I felt sad. These guys came to over 1,000 people. Like I said, like let me let me sacrifice myself and see what's gonna happen. But actually, I'm glad I did that. And this is more in a sense of promoting. This is a better way of doing, because right now I know what I'm talking about. It's not like somebody is doing something and I'm trying to convince. I don't need to talk much. Just say, hey, I did it. They suddenly start to listen, because when I say that, right, it's not just let's promoting somebody doing this course. So it is more like helping people.
Yes.
Honestly, like telling about this opportunity is it's helping. There, you know, when it comes to me, I knew that this is kind of possible. You know, I was reading about it, but I did not have the right people approaching me right at the right time. Let's, if I can say, and there are many people that potentially they can do it. However, they don't know from where to start. If they want to jump into this industry, this is a good opportunity for them, as it was for me.
Yeah, as Techno Study as well, our motivation, as you just said, is not making money only, but also helping people, because especially immigrants in the United States, they are struggling in different jobs. I mean, you have also friends and families, maybe family members around you, who are working maybe 6 days a week, maybe 10 hours, 12 hours a day, and are just able to survive, but not able to save money, or not able to go travel, or not able to send his kids to the good schools. They are struggling. And the reason they are struggling, that no one is showing these opportunities to the people. That's why this is our motivation as a Techno Study. When we launched Techno Study, we also mentioned this a lot among us. Our purpose is helping people and creating a good network in the IT industry, because it's the future. And most of the future jobs actually part of IT, and a lot of software engineering related or IT related positions are going to be the top 10 jobs in the future. Especially next 10 years, we are expecting the IT industry is going to grow maybe 900%, so 9 times higher than today. So that shows us future is going to be in IT field. That's why our people also should be there if they want to have a good future. So okay, I would like to ask another question. How are you doing so far in your job? So you are working one of the greatest company, and I don't want to mention the name right now, but it's one of the greatest company in the world, not only in the United States. And maybe millions of people are using that application you guys are working
22 million actually.
22? Wow. 22 million people are using the application that you guys are working on. So so how do you feel about it? So
well, first when I look at the code, I was like, what is it? The code is huge. I mean, the reason is because the application been live for 6-8 years right now. And if back to your question, if you guys think that how long is it going to be, it's going to be forever, because every application, every corporation, the original application were written in Java, and everybody's converting to Kotlin, and there is so much work. There is not enough people for the next 10, 15 years, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as the company, like I said, it's friendly. It's it is agile, Scrum. I mean, stand-up meetings with joking, and the Scrum Master try to make it everything is funny. So they play music for us. And we make playing games just to kind of make it not so serious, kind of, break it up to break the ice for the developers and everything. And every Friday playing games, like, we talk about each other, tell us something funny about yourself, nicknames. I mean, start from nicknames to the favorite games, favorite movies and everything. I mean, really, really enjoying it.
So, and this is only company, one of the companies, and there are thousands of companies like this. Right?
Correct.
So with this kind of course that we achieved with Android developer, this is like a native development. It's not like some cross-platform development, which is also a great thing, So this is our key, like entrance to the only top corporations. So when you apply into jobs, you just look for the top. You don't go to middle or lower, let's say, levels.
Yeah.
So that's why whenever you mention for any of us corporation name, it's huge already. So you can predict it's like users in millions, and it's something very usual in this kind of level.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So my last question for Jamal. So would you recommend Techno Study to others? So I know you already referred people, but I would like to hear from yourself. You know.
So I felt when I was taking the course that I am a beginner. So it is very beginner friendly. So literally showing you from the scratch, like as long you know how to turn on your computer, you have the basic idea of copy paste and folders. This is just enough so you can actually get into it, because it is showing you from the scratch, and that's why I do strongly recommend. We had this experiment with Android course. Right now, I'm hearing feedbacks that it is going to be better and better as you guys also were with the tester part. So this is a great to hear, and of course, from my own experience, I do recommend Techno Study.
Yeah, thank you very much, and we are happy also. Yeah,
I would like to add something to Jamal as far as the curriculum. I mean, it was great, and I can tell you honestly, I was waiting for the next class to start to learn something new. It's sort of got more than favorite show. I was like, okay, I'm excited. What's going to be today?
yeah,
this is how it was, for real.
And in education, yes, this is the most important part, because if you enjoy, then you are able to learn something. But if you don't like it, then it will be like a torture for people, and it's really good to hear that. Okay, so I think we can move to David. So we have and David is part of Techno Study from the beginning, actually, and he was a student in the college, actually, when he came to us. And I remember when we had a conversation, he said, I want to work. I don't want to study. This something like this, I don't want to waste my years and money, and I want to jump into the industry immediately. So usually, publicly, I don't talk about the university and education system, because I don't want to get a lot of critics. But people around me knows my mindset about the university education. But David, he actually achieved what I was thinking in my mind. So David, you are working in one of the greatest companies as well, and from different domain, and you are also working remotely, fully remote. You are working from home, and sometimes actually, he lives very close to me, and I also see sometimes how he's doing, and he's doing really happy. He's doing really well. So David, same questions for you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, let me tell you about my story as you kind of introduced it. I was in college, and I thought to myself, after leaving high school, you get into a college world with only classes from every part, English, Spanish, mathematics, and everything. And I talked to a lot of developers around me. Thankfully, I had inspirations to look up to and ask them questions, and ask them what I should do at this point, because I wanted to do an intern, but I had no way to do an intern because I didn't know Java, Kotlin, or anything like that. It was a big industry, and you were in college, you're trying to have fun and everything, but I was more into the career side of this thing. So I got introduced to you by my best friend, and I after I learned it, I joined the team, and I knew a little bit Java, but not enough to intern. So I waited for the Android development course, and I took it. And let me tell you, I thanked myself and thanked you every day that you offered me this opportunity, and I made this choice. Right now, my colleagues, my peers, they're in college right now, and they're thinking about doing masters, 6 years of college in total, paying a ton of money, and thinking to get an entry-level job. I'm right now working as a junior mid-level Android developer, and I can still continue my college, and which I will continue to my college degree. So I will have my college degree, and I will be working in the industry earlier. In this industry, what I think is experience is the most important thing. So earlier is better, I think. What else?
So how did you achieve in a Techno Study? So how did you study? How did you learn the stuff?
Yeah, good question. So I started in a good pace, and then some problems in my personal life with my other job and everything actually got into the way of my course. So I was falling behind. If you fall behind even one class, it's hard to catch up because you learn new topic every day. You can, as Vlad said, you can go and watch it, yes, but it is going to be harder for you because watching it live, asking it live is a lot better. So, but I forced myself. I cut off my social life. I cut off my everything, and I focused. And it was not like 2 classes. It was like 3 weeks of classes I missed, and I focused on this. I studied, and I achieved this. But yeah, you need to study on your own as well if you continue to live classes.
Yeah, it's great to hear that. So, especially, I mean, if I'm not wrong, you were doing some other the difficult jobs while you are taking the course, right?
Yes.
So this was the reason.
Yes, that was the reason.
So then
I had to go to another state every week and pick up something, come back, stay there for 5 days.
Some delivery stuff, right?
Yes, delivery, everything. It was like 3-4 hours of drive. Like it was tiring. That's why it was not like a regular job.
So your life changed suddenly, right?
Yes, and as I said, I'm so happy where I am right now. Thank you.
Yeah, we are very glad to hear that, and we are very happy to have you among us. So my last question for you, David, would you recommend Techno Study to your friends from the college or from your school or anywhere?
Absolutely. I mean, every person in my age I meet right now, I tell them that I work, and they go amazed. Like they are like so amazed, and I tell them a lot right now. One of my best friends in our group, I'm making him take the course because he wants to do something with IT. I will make one of my other friends in another country, actually, I will make him take this course as well. I'm trying to give them everything because I am their proof right now. My friend was like, I want to see you get a job after this course, and I will believe you. And I got a job after 2 weeks. I got into the market, and they was like, okay, I'm taking it. When is the next course starting? And that's why I'm always giving myself as an example. And because, as I said, I didn't even finish college when I got the job. So I'm giving myself as an example to them that it is always possible. You don't need a college degree. You don't need any earlier experience in this job. You don't need anything except work and consistency.
Yeah, showing the outcomes, showing the results are always better than in talking. So we can keep talking all the day, but will not impact anyone. But just showing the result in a couple of seconds, then it will change the people's mind. So yeah, guys, do you have anything else to add?
I just want to say, guys, if you want to change your life, it is time now.
Yeah,
it's never too late, or it's never too early.
Thank you very much for your call for the people. How about you?
Thank you so much for inviting us. Just be brave enough to enter to something that is very, very reachable. It seems like unreachable, it is, but actually it's somewhere there. This is a good bridge to get that. So Techno Study is a good bridge to to achieve there, to go there. I mean,
thank you very much. I mean, we couldn't achieve this without you guys. So.
I had one more, if you don't mind. I remember, Jamal, remember you said that because we talked to each other in a group, it's like, we had some friends, I mean, some colleagues, and they're like, I'm so skeptical because of my accent and stuff. In IT, accent is the benefit. Believe me, 99% have an accent in this industry, so don't worry.
Yeah, no one speaks native in IT.
That's true. Yes.
So before actually I end the session, I would like to also mention a couple things, and then we can slowly end. The first thing, as Techno Study, we will keep doing this. So we will, unless we die, we are going to try to help people. And this is our purpose, because we noticed that people who are working in difficult jobs, they are having, unqualified times with their family members as well. So once they have a good job, it really impacts their families. It impacts the relationship between the friends, and a lot of things in a positive way. That's why this is the first reason. The second reason, as I mentioned at the beginning, the world is moving to the mobile. So you remember, 20 years ago, there was no mobile phone maybe. I mean, there was, but we were not able to use them. and the time is flying. And in this time period, a lot of different technological tools we have used, and right now mobile is the top, and it seems it will be the toppest, I mean, forever, because we are doing our all kind of things, our daily activities with using the mobile applications, mobile phones. So right now, if I want to make payments, I don't know. I'm not going bank anymore. I'm just doing from my application, from the mobile phone. If I want to look at my social media platforms, I just go and visit. I'm not opening my laptop anymore. Or let's say if I wanna watch the educational videos, I don't need to go to open my computer. I just watch from my mobile phone. So the mobile is the future. That's why we are in this industry, and right now we are teaching Android, and hopefully we are going to start our iOS development course in the future as well. And please contact us if you have any ideas, if you have any suggestions, if you have any, recommendations in our journey. Just come to us, ask your questions, or tell us your recommendations. We are very happy to hear that. And hopefully in the future, as Techno Study, what we are planning is also moving to the mobile app development, not only teaching. So this is also one of our targets for the future, and we'll see how it will be. So guys, thank you for joining. Today is Sunday, and I took your time, and I stole time from your Sundays. I know the people usually don't do anything else during the Sundays, but you guys spend time with us. Thank you for your advices. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for choosing Techno Study. And we will keep disturbing you. We will keep inviting you guys to our upcoming batch, and show as a role model, because right now one of the missing part in our life is the role models. The people are looking for role models, but they don't have around them, and you guys are one of them. And we are really happy to have you with us. And thank you for joining.